It is Dustin Jacoby back here on the program. Dustin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me on the show once again. And, we can talk a little fighting, a little golfing, a little whatever we usually talk, but really looking forward to the matchup December 14th.
Absolutely. And it looked like, I mean, I saw this fight a while ago. How much notice did you get for this?
Yeah, I've known, I think it was like 15 or 16 weeks out. So we went from having a quite a bit of time and like, oh man, we've got forever to it sneaking right up on me. But we've been working the whole time, man. I'm definitely prepared and excited to go out there and finish the year strong.
And I know you guys are different fighters, but Anthony Smith obviously fought Petrino, defeated him. Is there any insight from him? And I'm sure you're a little bit familiar with him as well as an opponent.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think he really showed his greenness, his early stages into his career with Anthony Smith. I thought he was doing really well on the feet, and then tried shooting a double leg takedown on a very high level jujitsu guy. Anthony's a high level black belt and very good at jujitsu. So I think that showed a little bit of his early stages of him in his career, and Anthony and I are different fighters. Anthony's very good at jujitsu. If he snatches up any kind of choke, he's putting you out. And I think Petrino is going to have a similar game plan with me, and I just got to go where the fight takes it.
Quickly, let's just glance over this one. The Dominick Reyes fight. What sort of happened there? What did you learn the most from that one coming into this fight?
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, Reyes is still a very powerful individual, one of the top guys in the light heavyweight division, and it was just not my night. I got caught. He got the better of me. He got me before I got him, and that's what's going to happen sometimes when you're fighting guys in the top 15 of this division, top 10, a guy that took Jon Jones to the brink. So, I took my loss like a man, and I've picked up and put the boots back on, and we've been working and excited to go out there and redeem myself against Vitor Petrino.
Did you want to get back in the cage sooner than this, or was this sort of the right amount of time off?
No, it was the right amount of time off, man. Anytime you get rocked like I did in my last fight, you want to take a little bit of time to let the brain heal, and that's what I did. You can't jump back in there right away and continue getting hit like that. It just does not work out for your career long term, and I just need a little bit of time away to, let the brain heal is the main thing, and now we're right back at it and in fight camp and getting ready to put it all on the line once again.
One of the things that happened between the last time you fought and obviously this fight is Khalil Rountree getting the title shot against Pereira. Just how surprised were you? Because you fought Khalil Rountree and a lot of people felt like you won that fight.
Yeah, man. I mean, kudos to him. My hat's off to him. That one still bothers me a little bit, but it's not my decision at the end of the day. When we fought, I think him and I know who won that fight. We looked at each other in the eye after the fight was fought, and we exchanged words, and I think we knew then. But again, man, I can't be mad at him. I can't resent him. I think he's still a great fighter, and he had a great opportunity, and he went in there and put it all on the line against one of the best to ever do it in Alex Pereira, and came up a little bit short. And that's how it goes sometimes. And hopefully, God willing, I get in there and put a few wins back together. Maybe that can be me. But for right now, I got Vitor Petrino in front of me, and that's what we're focused on.
Camp, usual cast of characters, Cody Brundage, Josh Frem, like who you working with ahead of this one?
Yeah, mainly Cody, Austin Jones, who just won
I saw
a
that. Congrats to
welterweight.
Austin if he's watching this.
Yeah,
That
man,
was
I'm very,
impressive.
very happy for Austin. He works hard. He's there all the time, putting in the work with us for himself, and I want to see him do well. And he does do well. He's a great athlete. Cody's another guy I've been working with. I think Cody's a perfect look for Vitor Petrino in every sense. And yeah, man, those are my main training partners.
Your corner, how will that look sort of going into this? Still Mark Montoya, who's going to be in the cage with you?
Yep, I got Mark, I got Cody, and I got Caruso. The same three that I take, pretty much every single fight. So, yeah, man, we're still riding strong together. We're still doing great, and going out there, we're going to find a way to get the victory December 14th.
And how does the victory play out? How do you see the fight going down?
Man, I think I've just can take him into deep waters. I think he's still a young fighter. And I think like I said, man, he's green in many areas. He's tough, no doubt. He's going to bring a very tough physical fight. He's got youth on his side. But I think I'm just more experienced. I'm going to use my experience in there, keep him at range. My cardio is better than it's ever been. I can't wait to show that off. I can't wait for him to come push the pace. me to continue defending his takedown attempts and to where he gasses himself, and I just completely start to take over.
We got UFC 309 this weekend. Obviously, big fight in the co-main event with Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira. Do you see the rematch going differently this time around, as the fight's just a few days away?
I think Charles Oliveira has it, man. He's a dangerous fighter, and hats off to Michael Chandler. I think he's very good too, man. But my picks with Charles Oliveira.
And then the main event, I know to some it may seem obvious, Jon, the big favorite. People, I think, expecting Jon to win. How do you think the fight will play out with Jon and Stipe?
Man, it's going to be interesting. Stipe is my boy. I'm hoping for the best for him. Jon Jones is just one of the best to ever do it, the best to ever do it. He's the GOAT of MMA. He's definitely on my Mount Rushmore, and very talented individual. And but Stipe, he has a lot of power. I tell you what, Stipe is a big dude. I've trained with Stipe. He's fast. He's powerful. There's no doubt in my mind he can catch Jon, and he can wrestle with Jon too. So very interesting fight. You just gotta lean towards the guy that's, the best to ever do it. And he's got a lot of physical attributes on his side that, you can't really teach. So it's going to be a great fight. I can't wait to watch. I got my teammate David Onama fighting. Hopefully, he had his opponent pulled out a few days ago. And they're looking for a replacement fight for him, but he is currently en route there. He should be probably landing there about right now. So shout out to David Onama. I'll be excited to watch him compete this weekend as well.
And just one more quick thing on the Jones fight. How much do you put into the fact that, a lot of Jones's stoppage wins or by submission, you got a guy in Stipe who's never been submitted before. He's got a great ground game. Like, this is different than Cyril Gane, I would think. How much will that benefit Stipe? Because John's not really a power puncher. He has knockout wins, but he's not a guy that, like Ngannou, that can just go out there and end it with one punch.
Yeah, but he's a technician, and he utilizes game plans very well.
Mhm.
I think he's going to try to wear Stipe down, and yeah, he might not get him a submission right away, but I think rounds 3, 4, 5, take him into deep waters, wear him down a little bit, and then he gets crafty, man. I tell you what, he is one guy that always has an incredible game plan, always. Executes the game plan flawlessly, and he usually has a plan, and he usually gets it done. So it will be interesting, man. Like I said, Stipe brings many threats to Jon Jones. He can catch him on the feet. He's a big, powerful guy himself. He can out wrestle him. He can put him on his back. So it's going to be an interesting fight, but he's got his hands full with Jones for sure.
We obviously had some big news last week. You're going to have a new president in January. Your reaction to Donald Trump getting the nod there?
Yeah, man, I think it's a great thing for our country. I think it's a great thing for the world. I think our country for sure, secure borders, keep boys out of girls' sports, boost the economy overall. There's just a lot of good, I think, that'll come from that. And listen, man, Trump's a cleaner, man. He would rather be feared than liked. He's an asshole. He's obnoxious. He's arrogant. But I think he's the man for the job. I don't want to do that job, but I feel very confident in the decision that the American people made. And again, it was a landslide. It was pretty one-sided. So there's really not many complaints that can be made. It's not like it was a 3-point game. It was a 3 or 4 touchdown point game. So it is what it is, man. I'm very happy with the decision.
Yeah. I think that was the one thing a lot of people they weren't sure how it was going to go, but Trump winning by a lot was really interesting, and I think people they want to change. That's sort of one of the big reasons why he's in.
You know what, man?
Yeah,
I will add, I hope to God that President Trump is safe, man. I hope
yeah.
that,
Oh, I
there's
agree.
no more assassination attempts on him, man. Taking another man's life is just not right. It is not the right thing to do. It just, man, it really uh, scares me for him, and ticks me off that people would go so far to do that.
Yeah.
I just really hope, I pray for his safety, and for the safety of everyone in America and all over the world.
Got to talk some golf. Have you been out at all recently? When was the last time you played?
Man, it's been a little bit. The weather really turned here. We got a huge snowstorm last weekend. And my partner and I actually qualified for the Barstool Classic. So we
Nice.
play in the Barstool Classic every year. This summer, it's the top 4 teams. We were in. We were the top 5. So we there was a team that came in 1 stroke better than us. They cannot play, so they invited my partner and I to go play, and it's next week. I have not made that decision yet if I'm gonna be able to make it or not. It would be 2 days. I'd still be getting some work done. I just don't know if I want to take myself out of the mindset that I'm in right now. So that might, be on the horizon next week, but probably not. I doubt it. I need to think about it. I need to talk to. Gosh, I dropped the phone again. Sorry.
That's all
Need
good.
to talk to coach and get that figured out. But I'm probably not. I'm probably dialed in for December 14th, and we're going to stay a week later and play some golf then.
Yeah, got to get the golfing time in. How's your game going these days? Like as far as because we're coming up to the end of the year, obviously.
Yeah, I finished the year strong. I'm at a 6 handicap.
Wow,
That's
that's
right
awesome.
where, yeah, I feel really good right there, and excited to build off of that, man. The game was, I played some really good golf this summer.
That's awesome. And by the way, shout out to our mutual friend Ryan Jarrell. I know we're trying to get like an MMA media UFC fighter golf tournament. That's got to happen at some point because I would imagine you got to be near the top of the list of best golfers in the UFC, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I would love for that to happen. I've been talking to Ryan about that. Hopefully, we can make that happen. I'm definitely the best golfer in the UFC. I'll put that to the test with any man, anywhere. Justin Gaethje, I've played several times with. He is really good too, by the way. We've played, I don't know, a handful of times. He has beat me once. He is a good golfer, but I have taken the cake on that more times than not. So I do reclaim that title.
That's awesome. I didn't know you and Gaethje have played. So how many times have you guys played, and how many times have you won compared to him? We know he's won once, right?
Yeah, he has beat me once, and the time he beat me, he shot the best score of his life. He shot a 75, and I shot
Wow.
a 77 that day. It was the best score he's ever shot. There was no gimmies. I mean, it was 100% cutthroat. Him versus me. There was a lot of money on the line, and we've probably played, I don't know, close to 10 times. And
Okay.
he is, we tied the last time we played. We both shot an 83. I played awful. He started out bad. He finished strong. And then he's beat me once and I beat him probably 6 or 7 times, but it's
Okay.
always competitive, super close matches and a lot of fun, man. And I'll give him credit. He is a pretty good golfer.
I wish my worst score was 83. I'd be in heaven. That would be amazing. So that's good. Not only can play well on the golf course, but good when it comes to fighting as well, Dustin. Thanks again. We're looking forward to it. UFC Tampa, December 14th. Anyone you want to thank before we get out of here? Any sponsors, any social media? I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, man, my team at Factory X, always my team at Land Out Performance, Iridium Sports Agency, your platform for getting my voice heard, and my family, friends, everybody that stands behind me, man. I got a great group support system and a great group of people behind me. So we're looking to go out there and get the W December 14th and really looking forward to it.